Hello, hello. Woo! Getting all hot and sweaty in here. Hello, Sophie. Hello, Tom. Good evening. This is my highlighter. So, how are we all doing? I've got my crazy I've been in the garden all day look. Gonna wash that mop tonight. So today I have named this. What have I named this? I've just named it. What do you hear? I think that's right. So, just hoovering like Mrs. Doubtfire. Love it. I hope you can hear me over that hoover. So, thank you so much for getting on live, guys. I love these lives at 5. I hope you enjoy them too, because I'm going to carry them on. Don't know about you, but I am. And today, I've named this, What Do You Hear? So, it's going to be another off the cuff, you know, those ones. And again, from what I'm reading at the moment, which is called Emotional Intelligence 2.0. Now, if you're in the gym at the moment, I'm literally like banging on about emotional intelligence, emotional intelligence, emotional intelligence. And I bet people are like, what the hell is she banging on about? But you know what? It's going to help you in life. It is going to help you. And it's helping me. I like to twiddle these bits, can you see? So, I read a page that was on about spotting your emotions in books, movies and music. Now, how often do you go through something in life and let's say, okay, so the big one would be like a breakup and a song comes on and you listen to the lyrics and you're like, that's me, that ringing me and he knows it's live at 5. Right, so you go through a breakup and you know, you hear a song and you're like, this is me, like I'm in these lyrics, this is all about me, calling me. This person knows that I'm going through this, like the songwriter, and obviously that's not the case, but you pick up your emotions from stuff that you're reading, movies that you're watching, you know, next minute you're watching Moulin Rouge and you're like, oh my god, you know, I need this in my life. And it's so surprising, but we do this all the time. And I've reread a book recently, The Energy Bus. So recommendation to anybody. It's a really good book. I reread The Energy Bus and I was re-highlighting stuff and I was like, I don't think I would have picked out these bits the first time. Well, I didn't because I'd not highlighted them. Like I had highlighted them before and then I was going through obviously like certain situations and I was re-highlighting stuff that was pinpointing and coming out to me from the book, like jumping out at me. And I was like, this is me. This is what I need to hear right now. This is what I'm going through. And I was like, yes, this is exactly what we do all the time. But then being able to acknowledge those certain things that are jumping out to you, so from lyrics of music, from films, whether it's like you think that you are that character, you're watching a film and you're like, that is exactly me right now. Yes, I'm a party goer and I need to do whatever else. Yes, I'm so into my fitness and like that's what the character's about, and you're drawn into you being in that film and you being in that storyline. And I love that because if you do struggle to find what emotions you're going through at that point in time or at any time, start to pick out what jumps out to you when you come to look at books. So reading, listening to music and obviously watching films, because you'll then be able to know, right, this is how I'm feeling because that is what is connecting with me right now. So yeah, if you're struggling to find your emotions in your actual life, find it in other things around you. So I'm going to read a little bit of the pages from this Spotting Your Emotions in Books, Movies and Music, because I always like to read to you and you can see how poorly I am at reading. But I still read to get better, and you know what, I don't care anymore. I used to hate reading in class. Like, does anybody else, or have you got like had that rush of red kind of cover your face? Oh, we're not doing very well today. Now I've got low battery coming up. So you've had like the rush of red come to your face, and you just feel this kind of like shiver and shake, and your heart like drop through your arsehole when the teacher says, Claudia Vickers, can you read the next chapter or the next few lines? And I'm like, no, I can't. I really can't. And I did it, and I was super slow and really bad. And I'm not as slow now, but that was just a little tangent about my reading. So here we go. If you felt like that, I know how you feel. That's what I'm saying. So here it goes. Live and reading. God, I've grown so much since when I was at school. So if you're ever, it didn't say ever actually. If you're having trouble looking within to spot your emotional patterns and tendencies, you can discover the same information by looking outside yourself at the movies, music, and books that you identify with. Like, I was like, yeah, I do this all the time. When the lyrics or mood of a song resonates with you, they say a lot about how you feel. And when a character from a movie or book sticks in your head, it's probably because important aspects of his or her thoughts and feelings paralleled to your own. There was no two in that either. I'm just making it up. So, taking a closer look in these moments can teach you a lot about yourself. It can also provide a great tool for explaining your feelings to other people. Like, I've also really struggled, you know, when someone says, oh, what's wrong with you? And you're like, I'm fine. I'm just fine. Like, there is no fine. Like, fine does not mean fine. It means a hell ever else of stuff that's going on. So it's like, just explain to me what's going on. You know, just explain to me. Come on, if you could just say how you're feeling. And I'm like, I'm feeling fine. You know, I'm absolutely fine. Well, maybe I should have like gone and read a book, watched a film, listened to some songs, and then realised that this was how I was feeling. So just to continue, as we're enjoying this so much, me reading. Hey Jenny, hey Grace, hey Jason, come on in. I'm just doing story time. So, finding your emotions in the expressions of artists allows you to learn about yourself and discover feelings that are often hard to communicate. I struggled to communicate these feelings before. So I would take a full 3 days to speak to the current boyfriend when something was up. And by that time, the guy's completely forgotten about it because they've put that box to the back of the head and they're not going to open it again. Like, that box is not going to be opened anymore. If you're wondering what the box is about, there's a great YouTube about like male brains versus female brains, and the male have a box for everything. Well, they've opened that box up at the time when you're saying, I'm fine, and they've then closed the box thinking, well, she's fine, you know, she's absolutely fine, so I'm going to put that box back to the back of the head. And then 3 days later, I've realised I can now communicate how I feel, and the guy in the current relationship with the situation that is going on, he's like, why are you bringing it up again? Like, that was 3 days ago. Why are you even bringing it up? Does this resonate? Now, hopefully, I've learned from all of this, like, don't you worry, next guy. I've got it all under control because now I know how to find my feelings, if you can't already, through books, movies and songs, because you do, like, you pick up and you're like, that really resonated inside. So I sing songs now, and no joke, every song that I pick, I'm like, this is actually what's going on in my life right now. Like, this is genuinely what I want to say, and like, I'm now singing it, and I've just randomly picked out a song. It's crazy, absolutely crazy. So sometimes you just can't find the words to say what you are feeling until you see it in front of you. I could not find those bloody words until like 3 days after, when it just did not matter anymore. Listening to music, reading novels, watching films, and even looking at art can act as a gateway into your deepest emotions. Take a closer look the next time one of these mediums grabs your attention. I was doing so well. You never know what you'll find. Love it! Love it, love it, love it. So, next time you're listening to something, watching a movie, reading a book, you might be like, oh, this is resonating with me real hard. Okay, so this is for a reason. Then you need to somehow get that communication out, that expression of those feelings out, the words to find the words that you need to say, and go say them. Don't take 3 days like I used to. Do not take 3 days like I used to, because people would have moved right on when you're there, like in your own head, overthinking, you know, why has this happened? Blah, 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 blah. Nobody needs to know why anything's happened. It's happened and it's done. Move on. We don't need to worry about the past. We don't need to definitely not think about what's not even happened. Be in the present moment. Find your feelings, grab those feelings by both hands, and make sure you find the words to express whatever you need to sort out in that time. Don't take too long, because live life now, live life in the present. And if you're dwelling and taking too long about something that just really does not matter anymore, just pop it in that box and just put it behind, just like the guys do. Just put it in that box, put it behind you, and just move on. And we're going to move to finish. I hope, oh, excuse me. I hope you've enjoyed this. I am red hot. I need to open the window and I'm going to dance it out. Thank you so much for getting on live. Thank you so much for watching this on my YouTube. I felt like this was a good fiery one. Like, I am ready. I'm going to go wash my hair and enjoy the rest of your evening, guys. I hope you are staying happy and healthy. If you need help to do any of those two, let me know. I hope I've been your hero and you have been my hero too. Listening to me. Okay, we're going to go into those senses a little bit more as well. You know, your eyes, your ears, your nose, your touch, your taste, and the final one, your intuition. Like, I am tuning into that bad boy so much at the moment. Thank you, Joe. I'm going to read back your message that you've just popped in there. Thank you, everyone, for getting on, Chris. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And let's boogie on out. Mwah!